What's up, guys? It's your boy GRC. Throw the glasses because we don't need those right now. Let me fix my hair. It's 4:20, guys. I'm lit up like a Christmas tree. Damn it. I shouldn't have said that, Mom. I'm sorry. I'm not lit up like a Christmas tree. Damn it. I always forget. I always think I'm talking to Sam only, and then it's like, it's in front of everyone. Guys, it's 4:20, so who cares? Hey, what a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining. We got a lot to talk. Jesus Lord, we have a lot to talk about. The fitness challenge is going to be absolutely nuclear. That's all I'm going to say on that because, I don't want to give away all the details because I'll get in trouble because I don't know how much to say and what's actually some parts I have to iron out still. So, but it's going to be lit, guys. And if there's a lot of activity, I'll be way more motivated. So we'll see, it's my first time doing anything like this. We got Sam and Bullish. We're just going to go fucking balls deep and see what happens because that's what we like to do. It's all free. So just join up when I tell you about all the links and stuff. But, today we're going to be talking about exchanges, decentralized exchanges, guys. And what do we know about decentralized exchanges? PulseX right here on the wall. I mean, Sam was looking up the search engine the Google Analytics, blowing my mind on his video, not even talking about the crypto side of it, just totally bypassing that and say, let's get down to raw numbers. And that's like, when he started doing that, I was like, this is perfect. Like, because it's so true, guys. At the end of the day, what are people clicking on the most, right? Let's bring it all the way back to clicks, right? I don't care about the markets, the up and down. The US could raise rates and then things change. So that's all variable, right? They could they could make another bill that says they can print out another $6 trillion. And then, that could happen at any moment. So anyone who says they know bull or bear, you call them, they don't know because things happen that are crazy town in this world. Anyway, guys, we're going to be talking. I'm going to let Sam do a lot of talking today and a lot of pulling stuff up and I'm going to feel, I did watch this video and he did slip up on a little verbiage here and there as far as like the websites, but I'll fill him in on what I know. I'm probably going to have someone else come on. Let's hope his trailer park is running. Someone's running in the back on that bike that keeps the lights on and the internet stays going because GRC's OCD is going. I'm holding it together well, though. Everyone, guys, I'm so happy to be here. My life is so truly amazing. It's absolutely hard to even fathom. And nothing could make me upset other than, obviously, whatever, guys. I'm doing good. Everything's good. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. We're going to get into some technical detail today with Sam Stolt, which is always fun. Grab your cups of coffee. It's crypto in the morning. It's your boy GRC. Let's get it.
Young folks, you tripping on them motherfucker.
Richard Hart. Richard Hart.
Bought my hex from the fucking start. Point one every day we mark. Bought my hex from the fucking start. Sacrificing all this bread like I'm Richard Hart. Got paid on big payday and I had a hairy start. Now I'm checking on my pulse just to check my heart. Bought my hex from the fucking start. Sacrificing all this bread like I'm Richard Hart. Got paid on big payday and I had a hairy start. Now I'm checking on my pulse just to check my heart. Checking my MetaMask moving. Look at the hex, he is mooning. Looking at wives they be choosing. Peter is why they be losing. Pull chains out and they'll get me a check. He's gas up and it got me a mess. Remember the times he died collect. Hex I been eating, I'm dying in the best. Getting this back like a year ago. Getting this post, I ain't letting go. Swerving the ring like a Lambo. Getting this back like a year ago. Getting this post, I ain't letting go. Swerving the ring like a Lambo. Bought my hex from the fucking start. Sacrificing all this bread like I'm Richard Hart. Got paid on big payday and I had a hairy start. Now I'm checking on my pulse just to check my heart. Bought my hex from the fucking start. Sacrificing all this bread like I'm Richard Hart. Got paid on big payday and I had a hairy start. Now I'm checking on my pulse just to check my heart. Richard Hart. Richard
What is up? Bro, that intro, dude, you were like...
I was zooted, bro, dude. I was so freaking good to go. I did a little herbage this morning due to the holidays and, you know, feeling great, absolutely dopaminergic. And I swear to God, I feel great. I always usually feel great around this time. Haven't even had a sip of coffee yet. Well, no, I think I just took my first sip or two. And that's usually where I like to be around this time. If I could have not ingested caffeine by 11, I'm usually happy because then I can have it then and enjoy it rather than double dosing, which I used to do.
I have an update too. I have internet. What? My internet is currently working.
Is that official?
It is official. This is where we need some biceps in the chat.
Biceps in the chat. Hold on.
For internet actually working. I don't know what the actual. There we go. Let's get it done. And we got some updates on the fitness challenge. If you've never done a fitness challenge, then I don't know what's wrong with you. But if you've never done one before, this is going to be an amazing, amazing experience because the whole objective is to just push people or help them in a way towards their goals and their objectives. So we're really putting a lot of time and effort into figuring out some creative ways to gamify the whole entire process so that we can build points in there and we can build different pieces in there so that everybody not only has a good time doing it, but it pushes them in the direction that they want to go. There's a book called Nudge by a professor at like Pennsylvania or MIT or something. I forgot what his name was. Irwin was good, but he talks about nudging and how the little nudge can make a big
with
difference.
The 555 euro super chat. I don't know if that's euro. It's something squiggly.
I think it is euro. Yes, it is.
GRC, baby. That's your boy GRC coming at you live with the 555 Irwin. Thank you so much. Irwin's a freaking awesome dude. Dude, I'm telling you, if you ever get a chance to talk to Irwin, he's from the other side of the world. But like, if you ever get a chance to talk to Irwin in the voice chat on Twitter, on the voice chat on Twitter, he pops in there on sometimes. Really cool guy. Kind of guy I like to talk to. Irwin, great to see you. Everyone, share this out. I'm gonna wait a little minute because
press the thumbs up button. Thumb
it up. Remember in the beginning, I pushed the like so hard. I don't even know if I've mentioned like since because I was such a little shill for so long, dude. I was shilling the like button so hard because I wouldn't stop. Sam, you want to know how motivated I was before you came on the show? You already know this, but this was before you came on the show. I would not stop streaming until I got 100 likes.
I remember.
I wouldn't stop. It would be 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
And I would just keep talking, and I get 100 likes, and everyone was like, dude, you just wait till you get 100 likes. I'm like, why the fuck not? Let's see what happens. Like, it's more likes than you got, and you've been doing it for months. And then I'm like, okay, so do stuff like that. Challenge yourself, challenge your mind.
Every day.
You got to challenge your mind.
There's a comment from Sandy here. What? David James, what's up? I love the emoji, the little pussycat. Hiya!
Wait, I can't see the emoji.
Oh, it comes up on
the YouTube. Hold on, I got to pull it up. I want to see it.
It's a super sticker.
Oh, guys, and real quick, I'm gonna shout you out in a second. Real quick, I'm not 100% confirmed that Sam's coming live, but I'm assuming he is. 6 p.m. tonight. Kareem the Dream V2 Staker app update. He's coming on camera. He was on a very popular podcast with millions of followers just a couple weeks ago, Fresh and Fit. And he's a Hexican. He's a full-time freaking Staker app, hex shilling crazy dude. You know the type now, Sam.
Yes.
You know the type. The Motleys of the world, the Wendy's of the world, the Kareem the Dreams of the world. Out there hustling 24/7.
Also, we got a subtle update.
Airdrop that is circulating today is a scam. Do not interact with it. JR, thank you for that. Never interact with a contract that has not been verified by at least 3 sources, 3 of your friends that know what they're doing. 3 of them. That's a lot. So you need 3 people to say that's cool before you click on a link, in my opinion.
You gotta have friends. You gotta have friends too. So that might be challenging.
Yeah, so Sam's out.
Yep. That's gonna be a very big challenge for me.
Girl, and then you can call your mom.
Hey mom, how does this sound? She'll be like, that sounds like a scam. Damn it. The sacrifice checker is updated. Richard sent the link out yet. Actually, let's do that tonight.
Pull that up on Richard's.
Yeah.
Can you pull up Richard's tweet? Because that was a big tweet he did. And then Wendy's had some good comments right underneath we can read. Wendy's is still feeling like S, he told me this morning. But prayers to Wendy's, guys. We love Wendy's. I fucking love Wendy's. I'm trying to think about the reason I like Wendy's so much is because he's not afraid to just say the truth. Again, that's always the people I like. They'll just say the truth, even if it stings a little. And I love that about him. I love people like that. Go up. Go up.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's the thread here. Fun thought experiment. Incentive token distribution to bridged in pools, normal pools, single-sided pools. All right, let me read Wendy's quick quote so I can when you say bridge, do you mean wrapped tokens like ETH or E-Link? If so, then 80-20 bridged. Normal because liquidity is like Locus, and you want people providing liquidity on the other chains, including Matic, to bridge over the. Dude, these guys are talking about shit that's too advanced.
No. So think about this. Right? Go back up to Richard's tweet at the top and read what it says. So fun thought experiment. Incentive token distribution, right? Because with PLSX, right, on PulseX, there's going to be an incentive token that is going to be how it's dictated is by the DAO. So the pairs that receive the incentive token are going to receive it based upon what the DAO voting is, right? And basically he controls it, so he's going to dictate who fucking gets it, right? Bridged in tokens, regular pools, and a single-sided, right? If you go through and you think about that, what happens if you incentivize people to bridge in more money? It will increase liquidity, right? That's generally a good thing. That also tends to increase volume, right? Which is going to be good for anybody who's earning fees, but also it's going to be good for the price in terms of the buy and burn of PulseX, right? So that's where he's like talking about that in terms of bridging those in. But when you look at his comments,
Wendy's, get your ass on this show today, please. I love you. But I know you're hurting and busy and probably fucking sick as a dog because he was at the hospital all day yesterday. Or at least that's what I thought. He didn't really fill me in, but I assumed.
Think about how incredible that would be if there was an incentive for single-sided, and if they made PulseX similar to Uniswap in that sense, where you can do single-sided staking for LP and so, or whatever it is. I don't even fully understand that, because when you look at the comments under Richard's post here, which is a lot of new people, right? A lot of new people are following Richard who are not like balls deep into crypto yet. So they hear this phrase, impermanent loss, and it scares people when in reality it's just an opportunity cost, right? So people are scared of that, and if they could go in and just do single-sided, that the perceived risk is way lower than that. And then if you gave them an incentive for the noobs out there, oh man, I think that could be very valuable from a engagement standpoint, right? Because we want to encourage people to bring in new money from these other things, as Wendy's is mentioning here. Encourage people to bring in money from these other chains, but also encourage usage of these single-sided staking areas or whatever. Reala Steka Pusha. Let's do a show on how we handle
Let's do a show on how to handle taxes after the airdrop. Lots of unknowns. Maybe bring someone on that knows this field. I totally agree with you. I would love to dive deep into that in my personal research, just for my well-being as far as moving forward, because the more you know, the less anxiety you have, in my opinion, when it comes to that stuff. And
can we pull up the sacrifice checker? Can we
real quick before we yes, I'll add that to the stream in 1 second. 1 second. Guys, if you're in here right now, we got 44 watching. Let's see how many likes we got.
33, it says on my side. Why don't we have more than 33?
Why don't I have 100? Why don't I have 10,000 likes? My shirt's off. We're talking crypto. There's one girl, two girls in the chat, mostly dudes. Why
Which is fine.
why am I not viral yet? No, just kidding. No, seriously, guys, please share this out. We're gonna really try to be detail oriented moving forward. Sam and I we have basically given our lives to this for the most part. I mean, Sam, at this point, we've given our lives to studying this at a minimum.
Oh yeah, no, daily. Like actually, I was telling you beforehand. There was a live stream Richard did two or three live streams ago, and at the end of the live stream, or towards the last third of the live stream, he mentioned about how you could potentially extract value in a way without like paying taxes, so to speak, or in reference to getting around the new rules in the EU.
By the time we're done with this show, I'll never pay a tax ever again in my life. And no, I'm just kidding. Do not record that and never.
And send it to the IRS. It's IRS at irs.gov. You can just
the truth about taxes is that I'm going to have a professional on here to talk about it because I don't want to get jacked off. But in the green room, that's where we talk about tax evasion,
Okay, so with that, there's actually a research paper I'm reading, just like I do in the fitness industry, where I pull up the research papers on it. I found a research paper on what I believe Richard was talking about, and I'm reading through that. But let's take a look at the sacrifice address thing, and then we can talk about the fitness challenge. Okay, so I have no idea how this thing works.
All you have to do is enter your sacrifice address, and then it comes up.
Looks like it's pretty self-explanatory.
It's very simple. Basically, it's the update that it's all working and that the numbers are correct. And everyone, check your numbers, do your math if you want to. And if you have a problem, just reach out to Richard, reach out to one of us, and if he sees that there's a legitimate issue, he'll always pretty much.
Is there a way to add a comment on here?
On this website?
Because I think that there was a way where he mentioned we could add a comment if there was an issue.
Is that
what's at the very bottom?
Yeah, what's at the bottom? What's the green link at the bottom?
Yeah, down further. I promise I double-checked the sent data and sent address. I want to report a missing sacrifice. Okay, so there you go.
At the bottom there, you report a missing sacrifice or anything that's problematic, probably, right?
Yes, but what does this imply, though? This implies that there was two issues, an issue with the node and an issue with the sacrifice balances. So this new version is out. It's going to create more issues that need to be corrected, I guarantee, right? But this stage of having this out is tremendously important. So now we can actually go through and check our balances. And
do you have any more questions about this front end?
No, I don't think so. I think everybody should check this.
I think they should too. I'm going to drop the link below. If we could drop the link below, I would really appreciate that, guys. Make sure you're checking your stuff. Write it in a notebook. Get used to writing your shit down, guys. Please. You don't have to write it all in a notebook, but write some stuff down in a notebook. It's a good practice. It's not the only place you write it down, obviously. If it's very important, you don't just write it down in your notebook, but listen, you have to be, this is going to be a lot, guys, moving forward. There's people coming out of your ass with airdrops of all sorts. I can't cover any of that shit. I'm sorry. It's too much. I don't know. People are saying things. People want clout. Even if it's a good project, people want too much attention. And then it's I don't know if they're genuine, because the only thing I'm protecting this channel from is reputation failure, because I've seen the only thing that I've seen in my career, Sam, ruin channels more than anything long-term is reputation. Their reputation gets tarnished because they do something and then they have to hide in the corner of the internet because any legitimate intellectual people will tear them in a half. You know what I mean? So I don't. Yep. I will stop this channel when it's not intellectual anymore.
So what do you? You're talking about the reputation, and I know that when we talk about the fitness challenge, people are going to be concerned about their reputation of taking a picture, right? So can you talk to that point a little bit? Because a lot of people, dudes who work out all the time, that we're used to taking fucking shirtless selfies and flexing in the gym, it's not an issue. But for other people who maybe don't do that very often, they might feel insecure or might think about that. Can you talk about that for a second? Because we're gonna be talking about the details of the fitness challenge in depth on Sunday, but I want to just give a quick mention at this point.
Yeah, guys, the fitness challenge is different for everyone, right? And it doesn't matter who's the most ripped. First of all, clearly, I would win. No, I'm
After
kidding.
me. It would be like me then.
No. I told everyone you exposed your height today, so I told everyone you were 7'2" and I was 6'1". So if we ever took a picture together, it's because you're 7'2". That's the reason you're so tall. But but yeah, guys, in order to participate in this contest at some level, you're gonna have to take a front side shot, and you don't necessarily have to be like in your freaking underwear, like whatever you would feel comfortable with. If you have shorts on or whatever,
You
but
might
you
have to do some
show
type of
this.
something so that we know it's
In
a
the
current
picture. In the picture, you're gonna have to throw a shock up, so I know that it's a current picture because I need it to be current. I need it to
photo.
be.
And it's going to be private.
So, guys, that's the code. Now you guys can start taking your pictures because everyone's gonna have to take them like this. So if you have a before picture that you want, you can start taking your before picture now. I think that's fair. Like this, it's a transformative experience, and we're all working hard every single day. So when you take your picture, you take a front shot like this, a side shot like this, and you turn around, and then you take your back shot, and you have to try to do it in the exact same spot if you can, or a good lighting, because we're really trying to change your bodies, guys. We actually want you to change your bodies. This isn't just for, we want to see what's possible, right? I want to see if there's anyone that could change their life forever through this. That'd be pretty cool. Then they'd be like me forever too. So that'd be pretty cool too. And then
serious question. Can I win the finish house? Am I allowed to win? No. Oh, damn. That sucks.
Since you're one of the sponsors, you're not allowed to win.
Also,
one of your products is sponsoring the event.
Speaking of sponsors, if anybody thinks the fitness challenge is cool, interesting, but they're like, I don't want to do it, or if you do want to do it and you still want to help out, we're ironing out the details. And we're probably going to be actually adding to the prize at the end throughout the 90-day period. But if you want to partake or be like donate to whoever wins or something like that, whether it's like t-shirts or what things.
None of the pictures are public. So none of your pictures are public. I'm not going to be posting them. No one's going to be posting them. If anyone posts them, GRC will send Sam Stolt to their door, and I'll stay at my house because I'm not going to get involved. But Sam will stand there and give you a really harsh talking to. And
although don't we probably should have talked about this beforehand, but I think we're probably going to show the winners we're going to probably show the top couple of containers or the biggest transformations at the end, or
of course, but we're going to ask for consent, all that stuff
beforehand. Yes,
yeah.
100%.
So it's a consent thing, guys. We start May 1st, yes, guys. So here's the deal. This is all I can tell you right now. It starts May 1st, but if you want to take your progress picture because you're going to start working out now, you could do it. The goal is the most valuable player, right? We want to see who's made the biggest change. It doesn't necessarily matter if it's losing weight, gaining fat, losing fat, because some people want to gain weight, right? Some people do.
I'm in the process right now.
It's 135. My boy in there. You know that guy. He's been Kyler.
You're trying to gain weight.
Dude, he wants to get. I said, dude, let's get you to 135 ASAP. He was at one. He's like, I just crossed 130. I was like, let's get to 135 ASAP. And 135 and 5 pounds on a dude that skinny looks great. Because
Bush is actually trying to gain weight too.
It's a lot of tissue for someone skinny, right? Like on Sam, you wouldn't notice that, but like on a skinny dude, like it really changes the way they look. So it's really cool. Yeah, we start May 1st, guys. So that the app is going to be long. There's an app. I can't talk about it anymore, but there's an app.
You can give a little preview.
No,
this is
I can't.
This is the appetizer before it actually shows up.
I have to keep focusing on this. I can't because I'm too ADD. I'll say something stupid.
Okay, I'll give it up.
No, you could take a before and after picture, but yes, once the app May 1st, that's when we upload everything and get everyone on there. It's all free. This is all free. The prizes are going to be absolutely nuclear. I don't want to say anything more about it. We already have sponsors. Shieldmaster sponsoring. Trigger is sponsoring. It's going to be insane. Anyone else who wants to be a part of anything or sponsor to help for the prizes, just DM me. It's all for prizes, though. None of it's for. That's all I'm doing.
All this is going to prizes.
Yeah. So, and Steak and Apes is actually sponsoring too. I forgot. Oh my God, I forgot that we had this conversation. Steak and Apes is actually sponsoring the event too, with some of his NFT collection. So there is going to be free NFT if you're if you're competing hard, there's going to be dope NFTs, hex
And
NFTs,
there may
one-of-a-kind NFTs. Sam, one-of-a-kind.
there may be weekly prizes too, depending on, because we're going to have a leaderboard, and we may, depending on how we're going to structure this, is have a leaderboard and have weekly, when we do our show on Sundays, is talking
David's
about
trying to get
winning.
real heavy real quick so he can retransform. I kind of like that strategy.
Abe is taking the same strategy that I'm taking. However, I was just told I'm not allowed to win, but I will see.
You're the sponsor, bro. You're
It's okay. It's okay.
Sam Supplement Company is sponsoring this event, and he thinks that I won't get shit if he wins. Motley's like in the back. Motley was in the back, like, dude, just tell me where to go. Tell me where like, I'm ready to go. I want to win this. And guys, Shield Masters is sponsoring. The winner will be getting a custom free hex shield. Custom free hex shield. Full sized, $500. I think it might be $550. I don't know how much they cost now, but that'll be a part of it too. So guys, this is gonna be really fun. We're gonna see what happens. This stuff can be clunky sometimes, and I totally understand that, but we're just gonna give it hell and see what happens. We're not afraid to fail. We're not afraid to be the biggest successes in the world. We're just ready to go. So guys, that's all we're gonna say about that. Sam, put your analytical brain on and let's get dopaminergically parabolic.
Did you see that video? PulseX and Uniswap and Pancakeswap. That was some interesting data, right? What did you think of that?
Dude, when you went into the analytics on that, you were blowing my mind just because of the way you were thinking about it, right? And you always do this when you bring this shit up. And I never do it. Like, I just kind of wait for you to do it because this is just like obviously something you've like figured out over the years, right? Like, it's like your own little research niche that you kind of like have these little things you like to point to. Oh, shit. Have these little things you like to point to. What did we win? Wes Bailey, just watch me. If you're here on Sunday, Sunday is the day we launch everything. So Sunday is the day where we're launching everything to get everything prepared. So all the ironed out details will be Sunday. Sunday on this stream, Wes Bailey. Sunday on this stream. And go to my pinned tweet.
What day?
Sunday. And go to my pinned tweet. Jim Rat Crypto, go to my pinned tweet and you'll see some of the stuff about it and it went crazy. The tweet, it went fucking bananas. Sam, the prize lightning fast internet. Yeah, Sam, if you win, I will find out how to get you lightning fast internet. Sam, you're not allowed to eat rice cakes on stream. I'm just kidding. But yeah, basically we started with the smallest prize ever, and then everyone started adding prizes. So good morning, Hexy Cat. I hope everyone's doing good, by the way. Good morning, Hexy Cat. Good morning, Dougie Peach. Good morning, Bullish. I've been talking to Bullish since 2 a.m, so I don't know why I said I don't know why I said Bullish. Good morning. Functional Crypto. Great to see you. A-Bit, always. Maybe I was not allowed to say that. A-Bit's giving away his alpha. A-Bit's giving away his transformation alpha. Dude, if A-Bit wins, I would be so stoked if A-Bit wins. Not gonna lie, because I know he would document it really hard. And then I'd be like, it'd be sick. Dude, we gotta fucking collab with A-Bit.
Part of the whoever, like, if A-Bit did win, right? Because we're gonna have a leaderboard and pictures and all that kind of stuff. So if A-Bit, somebody like A-Bit did win, who also creates content, they'll be probably asked if they want to come on and do an interview about the challenge.
Content arbitrage? Yes, let's do it. Okay. I need help with body fat. Dougie Peach, I got you. Dude, I got you. We're going to talk about this moving forward. Sunday's the day for this stuff. I'm not going to talk about the specifics of health right now. But again, there's resources right now. You can go to my Telegram. I'll drop the link below. That's just my normal Telegram. Got like 86 to 100 people in there, and we just talk, chat. Anyone has a question, nothing serious at this moment, but we love to chat when we have a couple beers on Friday nights. And Sandy Beach, can we access the information even if we don't do the official challenge? Yes, of course, Sandy. All of this information will be, if you just want to join the app and see what everyone is doing, you could probably, I'll let Sandy come in on that. Anyone can really do that, because it's going to be really inspiring. And if you're a little bit too nervous to do everything, just remember it's not going to be public and you don't have to participate. You can just follow along. Like, I get it. It's not for everyone. It's not. It's a hard. I want it to be a hard challenge, right? Like I want it to be
And
difficult.
we're also going to do like some type of AMA where we're answering questions on a
Yes,
weekly
you can
basis.
send video clips, everything. You're going to be sending meals to the app. There's going to be it's going to be.
And you get prizes. If you send in clips, like a video clip of you working out, cool, you get a prize. If you're putting in your meals, you get points, right? So this is going to be like a leaderboard.
It has like a point system to it. It's really cool. We'll talk about it Sunday. We're going to do a walkthrough. You're the cat. You're not a cat. You're the cat. That's right. All right. So Sam, pull something up. Show the people how you kind of look at. So right now, guys, at 30 minutes even, we're going to talk about Google Analytics in the way that Sam Stolt personally kind of starts doing his research at the ground level when it comes to just like the base level understanding of what's more explosive, more popular, what's popping right now. And like he likes to look at where the clicks are at, like who's clicking on what, right? You like to know who's getting more clicks. Just because Uniswap does more volume, guess what? The data might surprise you. Uniswap does more volume, but this is from Sam's video that I would watch. But guess who gets more clicks by a mile?
Yes, correct.
Pancakeswap. And guess who is higher all time on the URL clicks? Pancakeswap.
Some stuff that like people don't talk about, and I've been doing this type of like analysis. I'm going to share a tab with you. This is going to be CoinGecko, and this is the trading volume from different dexes. And Pancakeswap and SushiSwap are towards the top, right? So when I did that video the other day, I did Uniswap and Pancakeswap in one metric, right? Because people like to say market cap, right? But there's other ways to look at things besides market cap, just like there's other ways to take a look at a DEX to see where success is or what is actually happening on that. So especially if the metric is not available, like PulseX, right? So I wanted to understand where PulseX might sit relative to these other DEXs before it's launched, so you don't have any trading volume to compare. So you can't be like, oh, 1.2 billion on Uniswap and only this much over here, because that's data that's not available. But what if we look at the largest search engines in the world, like Google and YouTube? Because this is people typing in on YouTube Uniswap or PulseX or Pancakeswap, right? And trying to understand the interest of these people. If you're into advertising, right, there's intent-based advertising and stuff. You can use that with Google, and that's what that blue line is that comes up as like an ad with a little bit of text, right? So it's a very, very powerful source of information. And with Google Trends, you can actually see some of this information. So let me pull up another piece right here. So hopefully I just share this with you. This is Google Trends data on YouTube search volume. You see this?
Oh, sorry, me and Bullish are both clicking at the same time. I gotta keep my hands off the clicker.
So this is worldwide searches. Remember, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. So this is a lot of valuable data. We have Uniswap in blue, Pancakeswap in red, and PulseX in yellow. Now you're like, oh wow, that's kind of interesting. Everybody talks about Uniswap, but check this out. Look at this. Pancakeswap destroys Uniswap, right? That was it. Like everybody in this community talks about Uniswap, right? Pancakeswap is on Binance.
But I also gave you some insight about why maybe people don't. Well, then there's another thing you don't understand, which I just learned earlier, is that Binance is where all the shitcoin, meme coin NFTs are. So the kids are low volume buyers are clicking it a lot too.
Interesting.
Whereas Uniswap would be more so like nobody does NFTs on Uniswap. Why, Sam? Because it's on Ethereum. Why? Because it's too expensive.
So, but you can't, I don't know, because it's on Binance, you can't, you're not changing, you can't buy Hex over there, I don't think.
No.
Because it's Binance, correct?
No, yeah, correct.
Yeah, unless it was like a wrapped version of it. So
I think there are some things like that, but I've never even heard or looked into it. It's silly in my opinion. But that's why Hex is so valuable, because it's a hidden asset, because the buy wall for it is really difficult, truthfully. It's not an easy buy wall if you need $500 just to get in.
Correct. So this is over the last 90 days, right? So this is a more accurate representation because PulseX has only kind of really been a thing for 4 or 5 months at this point.
Oh yeah,
Since,
real quick. I want to pull that up one more time. Thank you for reminding me. Me, Sam, and Kareem the Dream, HexOG Staker app. I don't know. I don't want to say founder because I'm not sure if he's the founder or whatever. But like, he's obviously the man up in there, and he's a talker, which I like. You know, Sam. He loves chirping. I want you to be stern with him, Sam, because I'm trying to not stern, like just.
I'm still trying to figure out the value prop, so this will be good.
Yeah, please, Sam. Sam, this dude's smart, and he'll answer all your questions. It's going to be an amazing show, guys. Make sure you head over. I got it already pending. Hit a like and make sure you share that out at the time or whatever. Bullish, I was talking about you yesterday with GRC. Hope you are well. Yeah, I was talking about. Come on, crypto stylist. Come on, keep it quiet. Keep it quiet. No, I'm kidding.
So
I hope you're doing good. I thought you were in the other room getting me coffee. Where you been? I thought she was in the other room.
Can you guys hear me chewing?
Yeah, I could see you chewing, you dinglebutt.
Hear me chewing. Okay, so here,
I
check
just
this
called
out.
you a dinglebutt.
Uniswap and PulseX on YouTube globally over the last 90 days has almost the same amount of volume in terms of searches. Look at this. The blue line here is Uniswap. The yellow line is PulseX. Look at that. They're very, very similar. This is going to be fascinating when this drops. Another metric that I like to take a look at is the traffic on one's website. So there's a website called Alexa. Alexa.com is a Amazon company. They do data analytics and different website analytics, estimated traffic, page views, bounce rate, etc. And then they rank the websites. So they'll be like, okay, Google is the largest or the most trafficked website globally, right? Or
You
Facebook.
can buy
or
Hex
whatever.
on Polygon too, by the way.
Dope. I don't know anything about Polygon, so I should do a video on that.
We'll talk about that later. But yes, I know people that do that because the fees are way cheaper. But I have never done it myself, so I don't want to talk about the exact mechanism. But like, that's the reason that the NFT giveaways are a lot of times on Polygon, because the fees are so cheap that the guys can do their artwork without paying fucking $50 to give something away for free. Because that's what NFTs are, right? People give them away for free until they're cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or
like
whatever.
Wasn't that Cyberpunks? Would they all give it away for free or something?
I'm sure, dude. I don't know. You know how it goes. The first one's always free.
Most of them are just going to go to zero.
Polygon trash because of admin keys. Yes. Polygon is absolute fucking garbage trash because of admin keys. I know that to be true. That's why I never go over there personally. But I mean, when it comes to cheaper, I'm always willing to have people look around because I don't personally care. But
so check this out.
DCA God.
Pancakeswap was 90 days ago global ranking. So remember, when you look at these numbers, this is like a massive quantity of websites. There's millions of websites, and this is Pancakeswap, right? They were ranked 674th out of all sites, so they're in the top 1,000 websites. That's incredible, right? Global. But check this out. This is not the type of trend you want to see over time. Like, actually, this is the trend that we're looking at. I forgot to share this tab. This is Polygon. The other one is Uniswap. This is not the trend you want to see. The same thing over here. This is Uniswap also decreasing in popularity. Another interesting thing that I looked at, because I'm just trying to get an idea of like where do I think like the demand is going to be? Because that's going to drive the price of PulseX. Here in the United States, Uniswap 4,200. Look at this for 37,000.
What's PulseX in the US?
PulseX. This is crazy. Can you
Crazy,
see?
guys. Listen up.
Let's look at this. So the 4,200 for Uniswap, 37, almost 38,000 for Pancakeswap, right? So we got 42 and 38. PulseX.
Scroll it
This
down.
is PulseX, 11,600 in the US. They are all
Doesn't exist. It doesn't
exist. 3 times more popular than Pancakeswap in the United States.
It does not exist.
How crazy is that? Like, how insane is that? Something that does not even exist yet at all.
When you see how much confidence we have in RH, it kind of shows you this guy knows what the fuck he's doing, and he's doing it. He's making it. he's making it very clear what's going on. Like this marketing, the search. I mean, all the data's there. The clicks are there. The Telegram group's there. The people are there. The sacrifice is done. The money is there. The devs are working. His face is online telling us, guys, I'm here. I'm right here. Like, I don't care what the fuck he says. As long as he's there. As long as he's reminding us that he's there. Like, I don't know shit about fucking building stuff. But as long as he's popping his face up, hey, I'm here, guys. I see him messaging people about getting 10,000 hex robbed and shit. I'm like, I cannot believe this guy even cares about this shit. But you can tell he cares a lot. He's a leader.
Can see that and how it's actually coming through, and there's a tremendous amount of excitement around this. I might do the same thing for like Ethereum to try to get a gauge of it and different metrics there. If anybody wants to catch that full video, I'll actually put a link in the description so that you guys can watch that.
Please do. And so there's another one. You want to look into the other one? It's called Pancakeswap, and it's the 4th most volume.
Yes, let me pull that up.
And the naming on these things, guys, I could never tell you why and the coin's called Boo Coin, Sam, Boo Coin. And the name's Pancakeswap. I'm like, dude, I feel like a child when I'm like, guys, 4th biggest volume with 120 billion, Pancakeswap. Like, I feel like a fucking child. Amazon is closing Alexa.com down May 1st. They have no interest in publicly accessible traffic data. Very, very, very interesting stuff.
Yeah, I don't have access
in your head over there.
I don't have access after May 1st, so I'm trying to utilize it as much as possible before that, because I won't be able to after May 1st, which is unfortunate, but it is part of the game. The other Pancakeswap, their token is called
on Phantom. That's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, FTX. Pancakeswap is on Phantom. Why did they name it Pancakeswap? It makes it sound like it's for children. Hey, Wales. What's up, bro?
Pancakeswap, their token's called Cake. Similar to like, they just make up.
What the fuck is the Boo?
Spooky, so
oh,
boo,
no,
like,
the Boo is the incentive token, probably.
Or their token, I don't know. It's interesting.
I
wonder what the
incentive token so far.
Not much.
Not much. Right, me neither.
What is the incentive? Is just like you get this token that you can sell?
Pretty much.
That's it. The token doesn't do anything though, right?
Doesn't have speculative value, no. But Sam, I'm telling you, these things people just buy them. Like Uniswap coin. You want to go to the Uniswap coin chart? It was given away for free.
Yeah. I'll pull it up. Hold on a second. Let me grab that.
And it was $40,000 at the top for free.
Wow.
I think it was 40 grand at the yes, at the top from the day the launch happened to the top. Boo is for Phantom, yeah.
Phantom's another chain.
Thank you, Jenny,
is
for
that
the
accurate?
block. Great to see you. Hex is on Bitmart, Atomic Wallet. Dude, fucking Hector talking to Cultivate Crypto so much. He knows everything. Him and Dollar Cost.
Let me pull this up. Uniswap. I'm just shared that.
They know all the shit. They know all the little shit. We should talk to Hector some more.
Yeah. He always providing value in the comments.
Hector, get a dope ass setup, would you? Because if I remember correctly, your setup was trash.
It's nice.
I didn't mean that in a mean way. Sorry. I say things like that sometimes. I just meant like I'm sure you could invest another few hours in that, and then you could come on the show and it'd be lit.
It's really nice to be able to talk shit about people when they can't respond, isn't it? Yeah. He's like, your shit sucks, Hector. Get that shit together.
I'm hiding him from the comments. I'll hide him. No, I'm just kidding. You should try to hide. No, dude. It's always great to see you, Hector. Not gonna lie. After the Hedron time, I don't think we've talked. The Hedron time you came on, but like, I think I've seen you on a few streams, including one with Sam, and I really like the way you're smart, dude, and you know what you're talking about, and that's always appreciated here. 10K subs. He does Spanish content. Hector is legit.
Hell yeah, Hector, if you want to come on, let me know. We're gonna put his
Oh, Hector, you have 10K subs on YouTube? What the fuck? Why do I not know? Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong dude. Or no, he doesn't live stream. Let me see if he live streams. I want to make sure I'm not talking about the wrong dude because I could be. Is he the one that came on talking about Hedron with us, correct?
No, there's somebody else.
Oh my God. I hope I'm not talking about the wrong guy. Remember that guy that came on and
Crypto
did
Sloth. Crypto Sloth.
Dude, Hector ES is totally different, dude. Now I'm sorry, Hector. I miscombobulated who you were with somebody else because I'm a gym rat.
Hexicat, if you want to come on either on the show or on my channel and just talk crypto, like I would just want to learn, happy to talk. Because if we're talking Phantom or any of the other chains, like I just want to learn. Like,
yeah, and if anyone wants to come on this show, of course, you just DM me right away. Jim Rat derped again.
So,
yep, whoopsie.
So
Jawa's always on my ass. We love you, Jawa. And then I always tell him just to have a wonderful day.
I looked up the token for Uniswap. So there's no value other than speculative value here. Or maybe they get a voting right in the DAO or something. Is that it?
Just say speculative value. I'm so sick of people talking about the voting right in the DAO as being some part of value proposition.
Because people don't actually ever use that.
Well, it's like, what the fuck? They're just going to do whatever they want anyway.
Yeah. So
if I know anything about fucking...
interesting. So what do you think about the PRT?
Right, what are we talking? 44?
Yeah, 44 it looks like. Right.
Yep. And a lot of people were buying right there. Lots of people were buying right there. Lots of people were buying because, dude, I'm telling you, I bought Uniswap at some time. I had no idea what Uniswap was. But I just knew someone just said it was fucking good. And I was just like, I didn't know what I was doing. Or way early on. Like this is early, like
what does the cake look like?
Prepaid course phase.
This is the cake. So I don't know anything. If anybody in the comments could let me know what. So
zoom out on that a little bit.
This is the cake. Oh, that's interesting. At least, whoa. So let's see here.
Refresh the page.
Looks like it's been basically flat for quite a long time.
No. You can't tell from that angle.
Let me refresh this.
Refresh the page and then go to scoot down. Stay right there. Zoom out slow.
I just press all time. And it brings you to this thing here. Because of these giant spikes. That's why. There's a spike, a pop way up here
to
but 210.
Zoom in on this a little better, but just who cares? Yeah. I'm pretty sure you made a fuck ton of money for no reason if you had Pancakeswap.
Yeah. Interesting. This is I have no idea what the incentive token is going to be like for PLSX. I'm very bullish on PLSX. I think another thing we should highlight, because I got a question about it yesterday in my DMs, by the way, thank you for anybody who does DM me. I'm trying to catch up and actually beat GRC with the number of followers on Twitter by the end of the 90-day challenge. So if you want to go follow me, don't follow him. If you want to go follow me on Twitter, there's a link down below.
My Twitter is so explosive, dude. My memes are too good. My memes are too good, but dude, your picks are good too. So people have been fucking, dude. But trust me, when I get this camera set up, you're wrecked. You're so wrecked.
Well, so let's talk about this for a second. So I got a question yesterday, and he's like,
he claimed he's using 5 different wallets. That means he had 40K times 5 at the top. If he held it through, that's just from claiming free shit.
Somebody was asking me if they bought Hex and they bought it on a different, like, you know how there was different areas. I don't know what he was, but basically you have to have if you want a copy of that shit, you have to have it in a centralized wallet or not in a centralized wallet.
Decentralized wallet.
And it has to be on the Ethereum network. Because there's people who don't know this. I literally got this question yesterday. So if you want your copy,
I don't know. I don't want to confirm that yet. I want someone to answer that before, because I heard some shit about Binance that I was
who gets the who
no,
owns
Sam's
the
correct.
keys?
I got
who owns the keys.
No, you're right.
You're right.
No, you're right. You're right.
So if you
yes, guys, that's very
tell
true.
your friends.
If you're holding Hex on another chain, please figure out how to get it off of that specific chain. Get it on a decentralized wallet, MetaMask, just because that's the one everyone knows. On the Ethereum network, you have to bounce it off of their network. I mean, it could be on a decentralized wallet, just on a different. I guess is it wrapped? It's all ERC20s in a decentralized wallet. So every ERC20 that's in a decentralized wallet that it has to be that. If it's not an ERC20 in a decentralized wallet, it will not get copied at mainnet.
Correct.
Simple as that.
Correct.
Simple as that, guys. Sam, he did stream the other day. Let's talk. What else did I write down about to talk about? Oh yeah,
bro. Hex made my way. I bought Hex and made way more than that. Crypto is funny. Interesting. I'm curious to see what the next 24 months are for me as I continue to learn more and expand what happens in crypto, because the more you look into crypto, there's so many opportunities to earn yield, right? Like I'm looking at the CoinDix site, the coindix.io, if anybody wants to check it out. And they aggregate yields in crypto, and there's 40 or 50 different ways to earn yields that are way above 40%.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Admin keys.
No, correct. I'm not saying anybody should do this, right? Do your effort research, right? It's do you want to lose money? Right?
What do we want in a project? That's what you have to say first. If you want to be a long-term investor, yes. If you're a rich ass dude and you want to put 1% into everything, go the fuck ahead. But if you're not a rich ass dude and you still need to make it, and you still have much time in order to make your retirement and your future time yours, you need to focus on what the fuck you're doing, and you need to be secure on staking with a protocol that is decentralized and that is immutable, and that you have your admin keys. If you don't have those three things, you're just going to get wrecked eventually. If you put a large amount of money into something and wait long enough, something will occur.
Correct.
What
are those three? What are those three things that you mentioned?
Decentralized, but I mean, really, it would just be you need to be. Wait, what were we saying? Oh, for a staking protocol, what you would like to see, immutable. Nobody does that though, so it's I've never even seen immutable code anywhere else. So that,
but PulseX is not going to be immutable, right? Because that's
right. But at the same time, I'm just talking about the staking protocol that we have right here, right now, in Hex. What do we have? PulseX right here, right now.
No, but PulseX. The point about the CoinDix thing is, PulseX is going to have a lot of the same stuff as because
I know, but you have to trust that the person that comes live every single day and has seen all these problems 150,000 times over and over and over and over again, and he's dedicated his entire life to fixing it the best of his ability, can take care of that more than I need to deal with. I don't need to deal with that. No,
correct, but that's what I'm saying. So when this comes out with PulseX, just because I'm looking at CoinDix, because that's the available source of data now, because PulseX isn't out. When PulseX comes out, there's going to be opportunities where you can earn 40% plus. And
oh my God, you'll be earning 40% without even leaving. You'll have 3 bots on your computer that's earning 40% while you're taking a dump all day long, because you don't yield. You can just get the yield farming bots and do it automatically without ever leaving. And there's end staking bots. I've been learning all sorts of crazy shit. I don't want to get into the specific, but my God, this shit is fucking crazy, and I'm diving in fucking head first, baby. I don't give a rat's ass how complicated any of this shit is. It's not complicated. Bullish told me everything's not complicated, and I just reiterated to me, I reminded myself that it's just about looking a little deeper. It's always just about looking a little deeper than the average person, and it's not difficult. There's no difficulty. It's not when I'm studying something confusing, it's not difficult because I know no one else is studying hard. No one, if you're not getting paid to do something, no one in this world does it except us fucking hexicans and entrepreneurs and shit. Right?
Reading through that research paper this morning, on Dandelion and how it actually adds anonymity and basically protects the person who's using it for crypto. I guarantee, I'm nobody else is fucking reading these papers. And that's the reason why they're so valuable. But when you look at yield, I think this is also going to potentially have an effect on the housing market. Because say some dude's got 20 grand, right? And he's going to put it into to buy a real estate property, right? And he's going to buy like a 20 grand is going to get him, not much. It's going to have to be a primary residence or something. And it's going to be something where it's like, maybe you get a duplex, triplex, or quad. Maybe you can earn $200 or $300 a month. Or he can take that $20,000, earn $8,000 a year, which is $650 plus a month. Think about that. But like, if you're a dude and you're like, wait, I can put $20,000 into this duplex. I'm going to have to find renters or a property manager to get the renters. I'm going to have to keep an eye on the maintenance, or
I'd rather be dead than do that. I'd rather be dead than do that. In this point in my life, other people already are doing that, and it's just a part of their daily schedule, and like they have people that probably do it. But I mean, I found money printers that there's no overhead.
And you take your 20 grand, you earn a higher return, and there's no like overhead. External cost. Yeah.
Just call the overhead. Just call the overhead the taxes. Like that's what I kind of do in my head. Like the overhead to me for all of this business that I'm doing, like I just call like everything I'm doing, making money. It's just like the tax that I have to pay. And it's like when you think about it that way, it's less monumental.
Guess what?
What?
Did you know you can actually write off a year or a jet all in 1 year? You don't have to depreciate it. Maybe I'll just have to buy a jet or something.
I'll buy a jet.
Right, and then it'll be way easier to go to conferences.
Dude, we can move in together and buy a jet, and then leverage the money from renting it to buy Hex, and then never actually drive the jet ourselves. And then have Super Hex Win pick us up on his jet, and then we'll have Super Hex Win pick us up on his jet, or a funding gym or something, whatever. Whichever one of you guys has a jet, one of y'all has a jet.
Probably. Did you know it's actually really not that expensive to fly like on a private jet either? You like pay.
No, it's not. That's why a lot of people do it. Crypto in the morning. Oh yeah, guys, the clips. Real quick, guys. I have a clips channel that I'm going to start hammering out a little harder. I'm going to be posting like 6 or 7 videos today at least on it, and please go follow it. And Sam, I suggest you make a clips channel because it's a really good idea.
I need to create clips. If anybody wants to like do that and do an internship or something and fucking
Sam wants to Sam, if anyone is like does like freelance like editing and shit, DM Sam. If anyone does freelance editing just for videos, like easy ass shit, like he don't want anything fucking. I can promise you because I know what he's looking for. It's probably like 6th grade level. Same with me, dude. Like it's like I'm this as far as editing and clipping shit out. Like it's just like it's so fucking hard out of a 3-hour video that you just participated in to go back, and then so that's why Bullish has been helping me. Obviously, I hit up Super Hex Win every freaking day. And every day he's like, man, I'm on a vacation somewhere in the middle of nowhere, but I'd love to. And I'm like, yeah, me too. Jet would be amazing. Yeah, Crypto Stylist. When I get a jet, I'll pick you up ASAP. We have a special guest, guy.
Hello.
Randy Hilarski, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
Did I catch you off? Did I jump you in too quick?
Did you guys just start? I don't know. I just had to make breakfast. And
no, dude, we've been just talking for an hour. I just thought that whenever there's always good to about an hour in, we like to have someone come in so Sam can just we always have a couple questions. So far, we've been talking about the difference in actual, and you'll love this topic, Randy. Talking about the Google volume for the websites PulseX, Pancakeswap, Uniswap. So we're just talking about the Google clicks and where they rank in the United States versus overall. And the numbers are crazy for Pancakeswap over Uniswap, right? So the volume for Uniswap's way higher, right? But the click volume is way higher because of the meme coins and all the Binance stuff.
It's interesting.
But it's crazy because really when you learn about Ethereum more, you realize not many people use Ethereum anymore because these NFT guys are they're plebs. They're just running around making artwork and shit. They just want to sell shit and give free shit away and see if they can make a buck and play Call of Duty. But that can't happen on Ethereum.
Right.
What do you use? Do you use other dexes? What are some of the dexes that you use, and what's your experience and stuff with them?
Well, I've used PancakeSwap. I've used SushiSwap. Use Polis.
Spooky.
Polis had one too that I was using. They're so easy. It's just a drop down. So
Yeah.
it's like people make it sound more difficult than it actually is.
So if you have
I agree with that too.
if you have say some ERC20 or something like that, you're not going to use Pancakeswap or anything like that, right? Or is it because you wanted to do something over there?
No, I just because, for example, Pulse Doge. Pulse Doge is on BSC, so you have to go over to BSC and buy it there.
What is Pulse Doge?
Pulse Doge is a meme coin on Pulse Chain.
Oh, okay.
And it's, you get a 1-to-1 copy. It's not going to be 1-to-1 from Ethereum. It's going to be a 1-to-1 from Binance Smart Chain over to Pulse Chain.
How do people like navigate that roadmap of, hey, I want X, Y, something comes out, sparks their interest, and they're like, hey, I'd like to buy some of that. And that's on some, a different chain. What's the thought process, or how do you go through that sequence to find that map to get there? Is it just like, okay, you just said Pulse Doge, so you hear about Pulse Doge, and then you're like, okay, that's on Pancake. So then how do you go from like wherever you currently are to get there?
Well, I'll use projects like SimpleSwap. SimpleSwap is just a website that you can go to, and you can send an Ethereum, and it'll change it to Binance Smart Chain token. So then you'll have that in your BSC wallet. So then you can go to Pancakeswap and buy Pulse Doge. It's not easy, guys. That part right there is not easy. That was the one hurdle I had to get over.
Which what I was just asking you?
Yeah. That's the one hurdle everyone's got to get over, because it's something up here. You got to understand that you need Binance Smart Chain in order to make transactions over there, right? Or BNB,
right?
BNB in your Binance Smart Chain wallet. So you have to actually get the BRC20 version.
So you're getting so you have, say, Ethereum, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go get this Pulse Doge coin, right? So then you take that and you take some of that to like what can you walk me through very simply like the steps to go?
But I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show you exactly what I would do.
Sweet, thank you.
Thank you for your time this morning, Randy.
Whoops, you just shut him off.
Get out of here, Randy, you shilling freaking Doge Pulse. No, I'm kidding. Where are you at, Randy? Randy jumped out real quick. He probably pressed the wrong button.
Okay, so what do we got here? Randy,
hold on real quick. Let Randy pull something up.
Okay. Sorry, I was on the same window, so
no worries.
Okay, so let me share my screen here. Share screen. Tab.
I like your mic and how it's changing colors. That's dope.
Okay, so can you see it now?
Yes, sir. I'm pulling it up.
All right, so I swapped some Steam here a while ago, but you don't even need to log in. So you would say Ethereum. Where's Ethereum? Guys. Hell, you have Ethereum on here anymore? I bet because the fees are getting too high, they don't want to use Ethereum. Well, I'll just say Bitcoin, and then over here we have to go to BNB. See how it says BEP2? That's one of the ones. That's like I think that one's the one that goes just a regular Binance Smart token, but you need this one, Binance Coin BSC BEP20. That's the one that you're going to have to use on Pancakeswap.
How would anybody know that? Or you just fuck it up once and then you're like, okay, now I know. Or is that kind of like, okay.
That's kind of how it was for me. I was doing it. I mean, I swear to God, when I was trying to figure out how to get Pulse Doge a year ago, because I started buying it a year ago, I couldn't figure out how to freaking pick up this token. I couldn't get into Pancakeswap because I had never used these things. And I watched a video. YouTube is the best resource. And I watched like 3 videos, and finally it clicked. I'm like, oh shit, the whole time I've been trying to do this one, regular BNB, the BEP20, and I wasn't trying to do the BSC version. So the coins were never showing up in my BSC wallet. So I could never make a trade on Binance. Pancakeswap.
So that's
Randy, just so we can clarify for everyone. You have to be in full ERC20 mode in order to get copied on the Pulse chain, right?
Yes, yeah,
Just
absolutely.
making sure, because I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss something there.
If you got coins on Binance Smart Chain, they're not
Yeah,
going to
none
get
of that.
copies unless
Right.
it's Pulse Doge, because Pulse Doge is doing that. And this new one called P that
So can you explain the Pulse Doge thing one more time and how that is a part of the airdrop, even though it's on the Binance Smart Chain?
it's not going to be an immediate airdrop. It's going to take.
I see.
They already
I
said it's
see.
going to be like 2 weeks or so.
Oh, cool.
So it's not going to be right away.
How does that going to work?
Just manual.
They're just going to do a copy of or they're going to do a snapshot on BSC that everyone's got that has coins in their wallets is going to get a copy.
200 Gwei right now. 200.
Is it like a way to almost get around Ethereum but still get a free copy?
Well, right now, what's great about it is because the fees are so low on Binance Smart Chain that you can trade in and out, and you don't have high fees. So, a couple projects, including the one that what are the ones that you can do the lottery every day and get free Pulse Chain?
Free Pulse.io or something.
Yeah, free Pulse.io. Those guys just launched a meme coin 2 days ago called PEE. And there's a meme coin. It's also on Binance Smart Chain, and you're going to get a copy of that also on Pulse Chain.
This is alpha for any of you guys who love this shit, because I'm even writing this stuff down because this is just stuff I never even heard of, to be honest.
So
yeah, people ask me all the time, Randy, how did you get Pulse Doge? Well, man, you have to go to Binance Smart Chain and pick it up over there.
And so if you don't mind, Randy, I'm going to clip that section out and probably post it separately on the Clips channel, just to say, hey, if you guys want to find this, that, and the other, just as a resource.
It was
What about-
frustrating.
Only because I like
frustrating.
giving out information that's kind of hidden, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I don't more of the cutting edge kind of like stuff that people aren't talking about so much.
So
Yeah.
what if somebody so what about any other like exchange or not exchange, blockchain? And then first of all, just clarification. So you need the BNB token, the BNBC or whatever
That's
token.
your gas.
And then you also need cake. Is that accurate?
No.
What do you need to do a transaction?
Well, I don't know. What is cake necessary? Is cake the fuel?
I'm not sure.
I think cake might be the incentive token.
Okay. So
remember. I'm not a professional at every single blockchain, but you need for Binance Smart Chain, you need BNB. For a VAX, you need a VAX. For Solana, you're going to need Solana. So each one of those are going to.
So real quick, bonus cake token. Cake token.
I think cake might be like the incentive token.
Yeah.
You're right.
Pulse Chain.
Yeah.
So there's some.
It's just the cake. It's just the cake incentive token. Sorry about
So
that.
so BNB is also paid as the fee or a portion of whatever you're swapping.
Just like
so
Ethereum.
You have to have, just like you have to have Ethereum in your wallet to make transactions, you need BNB in your wallet in order to make transactions.
Oh, okay.
Pulse Doge is I think this is important to read. I'm going to read it. Pulse Doge is the OG meme coin on Pulse Chain. I can't believe that PP coin mooned on launch. Anyway, guys, it's a little meme coin war, and we love it. Okay, we love it.
It's because it's simple. It's because the Pulse Doge launched with no community, so it's been very slow going and constantly growing a little bit by little bit. But the other one is free Pulse.io, and they have hundreds of thousands of users. So when they announced, hey, we got a meme coin, it's over on BSC, go get it, everyone ran over and got it.
I'll tell you what, Randy, I bought some Hedron this morning on that big red candle down.
My buddy did, my best friend did too, up in New York.
I woke up, I was up at 2 a.m, 1 a.m, looking around at shit, and I just saw this. I pulled up the Hedron chart just for shits. I see the biggest red dilly I've ever seen in a long time, and I was like,
yeah, I just did a chart on it this morning. Actually, I don't have my Aurochs up at the moment, but it's still green on the daily.
like a trillion was like $200 or $300 at some point. Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Let's look at the numbers real quick. So Pulse Doge their Telegram channel has 2,614 members. And Free Pulse, let me find freepulse.io. Free Pulse.io has 4,000, almost twice the number, 4,297 members. So they launch a meme coin, that shit goes berserk. That's just reality.
So, Sam, so they're talking about speculative value here due to past projects and what was there first and the popular branding and all that stuff. Like you can tell kind of, they can almost tell that something could be an explosive meme coin just because it just always occurs. Like it almost is just like happens everywhere now. So if you can front run it with the Doge, first of all, Pulse Doge, which is like the most popular meme coin ever, and being that it's the first thing, and I don't have any Pulse Doge. I just learned, this is brand new information to me, but and you know, I like to stay close to the chest, and I've only been in here for a year, and Randy would probably say that's good advice if you've only been in for a year, to kind of just like keep trying. I'm trying to get my steady stack, you know, for the future.
I wanted to ask about the simple swap. You had mentioned the simple swap. What is
be
that?
Right back real quick. I gotta pee.
Simple swap is just it's a decentralized way where you can just swap one token for the other, cross chain. Actually, I should say it's a centralized way. There's a company behind it. You send the tokens. They give you instructions of where to send them, and then they swap them for whatever token you want.
So it's trying to live on a bunch of different ones to make the transaction.
It's a centralized corporation. You're sending your tokens to them, and you're just telling where you want them to send your tokens to on the other side. So I say, like you saw when I first pulled it up, I had some Steam there. So Steam is its own blockchain. So I sent Steam, and I wanted Ethereum back. So I have to send it to a Steam address with a memo, and then their memo, which is like their address on the Steam blockchain, and then it pops out on the other side to my address on Ethereum.
Oh wow, that's interesting. But so is that the best tool you personally have found as figuring out how to switch between blockchains?
Yeah, for now, because we don't have bridges. This is like this has been very helpful to me. I've been using Simple Swap probably for 2 or 3 years. There's a couple other ones out there as well.
So how does like a bridge differ exactly? Or
bridge
like
is a smart contract. That's just built on the Ethereum blockchain.
Okay, so somebody's like, I'm going to switch between Binance and Ethereum. If there was a bridge there, you take your Ethereum and put it into a smart contract and bring that over to Binance, and then it would be like, you know, Binance or something like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then there's some type of trading value on the other side of that.
Yep, it'd be the same amount, right? So it'd be the same dollar amount minus a small fee that they charge.
Do when things come across on the bridge like that, and I'm asking this because I'm curious to hear your thoughts about like the parity value of like when, you know, Pulse comes out, like where are you on that? Because say if somebody's got, you know, 100,000 or 50,000 or whatever the number is of ERC20s, and they're getting a copy of that thing, like I've only been in there for 60 days, right? So like, I don't know. And I'm curious to hear your thoughts. I wouldn't think it would be anywhere near 100,000, but I also don't think it would be anywhere near zero. It could be on either direction, but I just don't see it being at 100, and I don't see it being zero. But I have
the dollar value of the token.
Yeah. So if I got $100,000 of some type of token in ERC20s, now I'm getting the same exact ones for free on Pulse. Like that $100,000 on one side is not going to be $100,000 on the other side.
It's not going to be perfect, but there is an AMM. It's called an AMM bot being built for Pulse Chain. I think it's already done. I think Richard said that it was done, and that's going to bring over some kind of liquidity, and the Pulse is going to back the liquidity. So it's going to be a fraction of a. I think it's like 10,000. Is it? From
Ethereum's getting really diluted.
Yeah,
but everything else
10,000 to 1 or something like that.
He said 1.2 million. He said 1.2 million.
Okay, I don't even know the numbers, but that's how the AMM bot is going to break it down. So there'll be a lot more Pulse backing the price.
So does that help? Does that like, so say I don't even know of a name of an ERC20, but like what's an ERC20 that first comes to mind? Right?
Link, for example.
Okay, so say if I have $10,000 of Link, right, and now I'm going to get 10,000 copies of that on Pulse. And those copies, though, this is $10,000 equivalent of Link over here. And then when I get those copies, do you think that has a chance of being close to $10,000, or do you think
I'm not sure on that yet? It remains to be seen because can we? There's other things that go into that, not just the AMM bot. There's also going to be companies who have their keys who could say, okay, the Pulse Chain version of our coins are going to be null and void. They're not going to be worth anything because they have the keys to the projects. I actually had some guy tell me that, we're probably just going to nullify it.
So,
Yes, for everyone in the comments that doesn't know, Sam's internet has been secured. Somebody came to his house for the third time in 3 weeks, actually got their tools out, did nothing the first 2 weeks. This week they found the job. Good job, Mr. Verizon man. It took you 3 weeks to fix one thing. But we're very grateful. We're very, very grateful. My OCD, my anxiety, and my depression was coming back because of the lack of structure on the stream. No, I was just, when you're hosting a stream and someone else lags out, it just gets under your skin because you're like, and it's not you. It's just like, it's because you can't control it. You can't control it is the thing. It's like you can't.
It was a little frustrating yesterday.
Yeah, but then Motley saved the day. Wendy saved the day from the hospital bed yesterday, and Motley had a little colon rupture. No, Wendy's did. Wendy's had a colon rupture, and he luckily was not. He left Puerto Rico to go back home short term, and then that's when his stomach started hurting. So luckily, he was not like traveling when that occurred.
Randy, you were just mentioning the thing where some places might make those null and void. So I've heard that for like USDC potentially could do that, right?
It could be any coin that holds keys. They can nullify the coins on Pulse Chain. I've actually had one founder tell me that they're planning on doing that.
Oh, interesting.
But I won't disclose that because it wouldn't be right for me to do that.
Yeah, interesting. That is very interesting because when those types of things go public, it actually hurts the entire side, right? Because then the perception is anybody else who has those keys, it increases the probability in people's minds that it's going to happen with those ones, which is going to suppress the
those ones. People probably won't be speculating on buying them to bring them over to the Pulse Chain.
Yes. Oh, damn, this is interesting. Where do you sit, like, personally? What are your thoughts? Or you're just like, I'm just going to see where the numbers fall, like even if it's 10 cents on the dollar or whatever the case is.
I'm not even speculating on. In the beginning, when Pulse Chain launched, one of the reasons why I didn't put as much money into Pulse as I should have is because I was thinking about speculating on the ERC20s.
In which way?
And buying up a bunch of ERC20s and getting the copy on Pulse Chain. Now I don't give a shit about that anymore. I just stopped caring. So now it's just get as much Hex as I can, get as much Maxi as I can, and then I'll get those copies and Hedron. Those three things are what's more important to me now. I went way bigger into PulseX than I did Pulse Chain. So that's where I wouldn't speculate too much on the ERC20s. Let that happen. Let the people that are like, oh shit, I got a free airdrop on Pulse Chain. Let them get wrecked. Let them figure out how to do it.
And then you come in and be the whale that can save the day. And if it's a decent project for whatever reason, you can pump the price effectively and become a whale in that whatever sector of, could be a video game sector, could be another meme coin, could be this, that, and the other. I think this gives a normal person the chance to be a whale on a like creative different coin that maybe someone was under the radar for a long time.
I don't plan on purchasing any. I was just curious.
No, that wasn't what I was saying. I'm saying in general, like moving forward, like normal people can like be way more established in coins that could blow up if people do their shit right and really pay attention to what they're doing. There's going to be lots of coins. This could be like Ethereum.
But I just want to make sure everyone knows that it's not clear, 100% clear yet what the prices of these coins are going to be on Pulse Chain. The AMM bot's going to help, but we don't know what the price is, what's going to happen. I'm not sure. It can get really wild. Sorry, my neighbor.
What do you, we talked, well, they were trying to talk about it. My internet kept going out between Maxi and Hex and how that there could be like definitely opportunity there if somebody's paying attention, or I don't know if somebody's going to create a bot for that, but somebody, if there's a discrepancy in terms of the price because somebody just buys something, then that creates an opportunity to potentially pick up Maxi at a discount or something like that. Or
the other way around.
Correct. Sell it off for something for profit when,
there could be a delay, we could have a couple minute delay on something and you could arbitrage the hell out of it. Or maybe not just say, for example, that Hex goes down by 2 cents and Maxi's still floating 2 cents above. Maxi's going to be the traders. I think Maxi will turn into the traders coin.
Please elaborate. Please. That's amazing.
Yes.
Because Maxi's
no one's been saying that yet. No one's been saying that except you, Randy, that I've heard.
Maxi's a derivative of Hex. So it's just Hex 15 years out. So whatever the price of Hex does, you're going to have a little bit more move either way, I believe, for Maxi.
So there's going to be like an amplification of the effect in Hex on the Maxi.
That's what I believe is going to happen. I think Maxi will always trade for a bit higher, and then it'll always go a little bit lower. And my guess, when it's really, when things are getting volatile, it'll get even more volatile in Maxi. But that's just my opinion.
No, appreciate you sharing that, because it also
I'm super Maxi is getting my mind moving in so many directions that it's just the future. It really is the future in a way. Like it's there now, Hedron as well, of course. Same concept and different use case, different kind of way that they did it. But I mean, Hedron, all you're doing for Maxi is paying for something that has higher value than what you're paying for, because other people are doing it. And once it passes the $150 million bonus mark, you're going to get another added 10%. I say once because looking at the volume, I would assume so myself, but you never know. But yes, so if it passes the 150 million hex point, Sam, then you get the 10% bonus from the longer pays better system, which is, it's hard to get past 150 million hex. That's a lot.
Well, we're at 73 million right now for Maxi, and we're 5.5 days in.
Wow.
Sam, what does that do to the hex price, Sam? What does that do to the hex price? Let's say 150 million. Where's it going for 15 years?
So Randy, this is 73 million, that if it didn't continue to grow, when this transaction goes through, that 73 goes and just stakes right away? Or is it do you think that staking is going to be spread out over the course of
No, it's going to be one big stake for 55.55. It's off the market for 5,555 days.
What do you think that
does? So that's going to fucking drive the price up like crazy.
What do you think it did to the hex price? And it's not something that drives the market.
Wait. There's Randy and GRC. There's opportunity right there in what we just described that there's going to be people betting on. So think about this for a second. What we just described is effectively like a earnings, beat in the traditional legacy world, where there's traders in options and with stock where they bet on a earnings beat or miss in one direction or the other, and they may take short positions or long positions or use leverage to actually take advantage of it. We just described a $70+ million transaction that we, first of all, know about in advance. Before we here and everybody watching understands that, but most people are focusing on like, oh, this is a good thing, and not paying attention to that. That's going to drive up the price. So how could somebody take advantage of that, Randy?
Well, I'm an old school crypto or hex OG, so for me, it's not as impactful as you would think. During the AA phase, 500 million hex were being minted per day for 365 days or whatever it was. So it's less than 1 day of the AA. If you think about that.
Well, put yourself dude, right? Like what about the
that question or different, just a different question, right? Like for me, this is insane. Like this is like, oh my God, I feel like
it's
God
great.
entered my life.
It's supply and demand, right? So that's 150 million. If we can get to it, 150 million less coins available, liquid to sell. That's amazing.
I would speculate, being that I'm a freaking gym rat, that knowing 75 million's already been off the board, and there's no incentive to do it early. So people are lazy in general.
When does it end?
Just lousing around. There's no incentive of doing it day 1 rather than day 15. None, Sam. It makes not a goddamn difference in the world. So what people will do, if they've already done this off the initial, all the lazies will come in at the end. And that's just the way it is. Some people just do shit late. It doesn't mean they're stupid or nothing. It just means that some people are a little bit more like right away anxious, and some people are like a little more laid back. I'll wait for the last day, see what happens kind of vibes. And somebody will drop a bomb on there just to make a statement, just to get a fucking Twitter explosion. Literally. Like, Rackham and one of those guys, they would love to just make a big old pound it if they like the shit. I don't know if they like it personally, but
Randy,
Maxi's just for the new guys. Maxi is just really lit.
I think we talked to the guy behind it.
For everyone, but for new guys to get that max bonus would be impossible. Anything near it, impossible.
So it's a large amount of money. And the guys behind it care about your security, and they care about like like the surface attack of the contract size and like shit that is like, you're like, okay, good. I'm glad that you were thinking about this, because then it puts more trust there to actually follow through on this and putting it all out there to get, what's up, Jay? Thank you for that, by the way. I appreciate it. Putting it all together in a way that makes it a little bit simpler, so you don't have to go claim your Hedron and expose your wallet potentially, and just like other things is just that's.
Yeah, absolutely. If I had this just a month ago when I was staking my friend's crypto out, I definitely his Hex. I definitely would have used Maximus for sure.
So, because people are gonna, somebody, whether it's the same guys behind us, I forget the guy's name. I apologize, but I don't remember what his name was. But he this is just a one-time thing. So I mean, if this is successful, why couldn't somebody just set up a DAO that's a very trivial amount that just every month has one going, or like on a quarterly basis, you have a rolling 15-year thing that puts your shit 15 years out. You know what I mean?
About it, but this original one is by far going to be worth the most because it has the Hedron at 5 or 6x or something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so when have you ever seen $100 million, 15-year stake go into effect? And if so, how much does that affect the price?
Well, I have a few friends that have those.
not necessarily 100 million hacks, but 100 million USD value of hacks be dumped 15 years out. Have you ever seen that happen?
No. Well, we haven't seen anything dumped yet. We've seen a couple people with like 30, 40 million stakes come out.
But I mean, like, so we're gonna have 100 million, maybe have $100 million USD, which is gonna fuckload of hacks, right? So has that ever gone through as a purchase before to move that into the future?
I don't know. I'm not you have to talk to Silver the Antidote, those kind of guys that look at the coin.
119 million is 150 million.
119 million hex? No. 1.19 billion.
What are people sacrificing? Just hacks, right?
There is no sacrifice. You're just sending it to the contract, and then it's going to be staked like a regular stake, except that Maximus.
Oh, you're just yes, okay. So they're sending in their hacks to the smart contract and then minting one for one the max.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I can't hear you very well. It's not your fault. I think I hit something on my computer, so my volume is really low.
Yeah, you want us to mess around with it for a sec?
No, it's okay. I got a freaking Mac, man. I hate these things.
We can hear you. If you get into the StreamYard settings,
sometimes it's on my end too.
In the StreamYard settings, and then you press audio, you should be able to raise it. We can hear you really good.
Yeah, you can manually raise your side.
I don't see where it says that though. I see audio, I see mic, and I see speaker.
Yeah, when you click on audio and you go to the bottom, it says automatically adjust mic volume.
There we go.
And then you
click
on that.
Can you hear us?
Look at me. Wow. I'm like a IT guy. Let's go, baby.
Well, it hasn't raised you guys that much, but I put it all the way to up and it's still kind of low.
What about the guys in the chat? Real quick, guys in the chat, just for the sake of hold on. Largest single purchase of Hex I'm aware of was a whale, and it was 10,000 ETH.
Did Motley, did that impact the price of Hex?
What? Yes.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. That was God Whale. That was what, March 2019 or 20?
That will always impact the price no matter what. There's never that much liquidity.
Well, what when you take impact price? Okay, so like, was it like it went from where it is, but up by like 5%, 10%?
It probably did of 100% or 50%.
It was. I can't remember what it was, 10x or something like that in one purchase.
and then it drifted. Did it drift back down a little bit?
Nah. Post God Whale, the price went nuts for a while.
Occurred back in April 2020. If you want to look at the chart,
I will definitely look at that chart.
Man, it seems like so long ago now that happened.
What's the best chart to look at when you just want to look up a quick price chart? Like when
I just look at Aurochs. Since I'm an Aurochs guy.
I'm just such a gym rat pleb that I don't even know jack about looking up charts. But it's been.
I was talking to the CEO of Aurochs yesterday, and he's looking at a way to possibly integrate Pulse Chain into the new wallet. They have a new wallet that's going to outperform and be better than MetaMask. So they said, Randy, look into it. I'm like, okay. I said,
can you talk about that? Because sure,
I can talk about it. That the wallet's coming soon, and Aurochs is a trading platform. They're like TradingView, but on steroids, because you don't have to pay all these fees to use the different features. And I said, please, can we cater to Pulse Chain? I said, I'm in Pulse Chain. I'm a salaried employee of Aurochs. I was like, you guys know I'm huge in Hex and Pulse Chain. And I said, why not cater to the Pulse Chain community? And they're like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm like, heck yeah, it's a good idea. Support Urus, their token on Pulse Chain, as well as make sure that Pulse Chain is in the wallet right away so that people can move away from having to use MetaMask.
So is it going to be a much more decentralized wallet?
I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't gotten to all the details, but they said it's going to be more secure for sure. And security is where it's at.
When you have more details, if you'd let us know, it would be appreciative of that.
Or whoever's working on the team over there, if they want to.
Yeah, if like two of y'all want to come on too and shoot the S one day.
Yeah, I can get Yorgi. I'll probably get Yorgi, the CEO, on a call sometime.
We love learning about stuff like that because, Randy, it is a bit of a walled garden here in Hexaco. And it takes a very open mind to keep,
people have been, I have to say the community's been pretty patient with me, knowing that I'm a paid employee of Aurochs.
Well, that's because you're the man, though, Randy. You're an honest freaking man. That's the only thing, dude. That's the only thing. It's the only thing. Like, yeah, we all make money doing whatever, but you're honest about shit, and people know it. And so they're like, you say it how it is. You're not at this point in your life. You're pretty transparent, in my opinion.
Yeah,
and that's why that people trust. It's trust. It's a trust thing. It's like people go at other people for shilling, but really what they're saying is we don't trust you, right?
Yeah, because in 2017, all the way up until the latest bull market, everyone was just getting paid to talk about stuff, and it was pretty shady. And I was one of them. I admit I was paying the people.
Yeah, and that's okay too, and it's great to admit. And that's why I trust you and like to talk to you and have you on the show, because most people would just hide from that, and you just no reason to, guys. Like, just take an L. Like, if let's say the fitness challenge, one person entered, and my life's over. No, I'll say whatever. Next thing's up. You know what I mean? Like, let's go, keep going. And that's Randy has that attitude, and I really like it. Right here, we're going to be looking at. I pulled up the hex stake calculator, so we have 119 million hex. That's 119.
I also have the price chart that
stake 5555
from when that 10,000 ETH was purchased for hex back in April 2020, which Molly had just mentioned. I pulled up the price chart. It's kind of interesting to take a look at this. I don't know the exact date, but I'm assuming you might be able to tell Randy by looking at this.
What did he say? March 20th, 2020? April 20th, 2020.
April 20th. So it was on a run up right here. And so this is the day currently, which is right here. If it was April 2020, April 20th, I don't know if it was the 20th. If it was the 20th,
it was in there somewhere. So it was either that big. It was probably the dilly that started it off. So
yeah, it was that big long one at the bottom was probably it.
Zoom in right there, Sam. Zoom in. So I want to see that first big green dilly.
Right here?
Yeah, a little more zoom. There we go. That's fine. So as you can see there, price action was flat. And when somebody makes a move like that, it's a psychological statement to a lot of others. They know which account's making the move, and they know if they want to get in on his move and he's really going for it, they better get in too.
So it went from, in this period, it was 0.0005 something, and then it peaked out somewhere.
It's almost 3/4 of a penny.
To 0.68. Yeah, for 3/4 of a penny. Okay, interesting. So whatever the math on that is, it's a big increase.
Disgusting.
Okay, so that was interesting. I appreciate it, because I was curious to know how much or what type of an impact that might have with it.
And it can happen again. It could happen again at any moment. That's what people don't understand. That's why whenever I would, I admit I've been trading hex like crazy over the last 6 months, but I stopped trading now because we're getting too close to launch a Pulse chain, and now it's time to just back off. Okay, I enjoyed the bear market. I got to increase my hex bags, and now it's time to just chill and wait for the copy over, because you guys don't want to be caught without your hex.
Randy, I found some data that shows, we were just talking about, GRC was mentioning it. So when you look at, there's Alexa.com, which is a web analytics company that Amazon owns, right?
Yeah, I know.
They rank websites, right? So if you look at Pancakeswap, Uniswap, and PulseX, remember, PulseX is not fucking live yet. In the United States, PulseX is okay. PulseX is 3x more popular than Pancakeswap.
What?
It's
Yes,
not even.
dude,
It's
Randy,
not even available.
Randy, these numbers will blow your head out of. Dude,
This is the shit I like.
At 2 a.m. Sam published this video yesterday. I woke up at 2 a.m. and I was like, I want to prep for the show. So I was like, let me watch Sam's video. And he was saying these numbers, and I was like, early as shit. And I was like, this is not right. And then I realized at the end of it, PulseX does not exist. And it's just destroying the numbers. Like the numbers are just disgusting, parabolic. And we're in a bear market. It's just like, oh, you already know if you know. It's just like.
But is Pancakeswap blocked in a lot of parts of the U.S.?
Oh, yeah. I don't
know. Why would it be blocked in the U.S.?
I don't know.
Wait, is that the same as Binance USA?
Yeah, that type of thing, right? They have the different websites that they're not allowed to trade on.
Oh, maybe there's literally like you.
Well, but I can you? I don't know what state you're in.
Overall, Sam, what are the analytics? Overall, PulseX, overall Pancakeswap.
I have to dive more into Pancakeswap to get a better idea of it. But like the information that I saw, let me pull this up a little bit. Zoom in.
Can you pull up the all-time information for? I mean, not all-time, but the full world information for PulseX.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That's the one you should be looking at.
Okay, so this is. So look at this. You see this? This is their website ranking for Pancakeswap.finance, right? So this is Pancakeswap. 38,000 in the United States. In the world, they're very, very popular, right? In the top 3,000 sites. When we come over to PulseX, definitely not as popular worldwide. We're going to just scroll that. Okay. 23,000 in the world versus 2,000. So there's like a big magnitude of difference right there. But what is interesting is look at this. In the United States, they're 11,690. So that means a website that is not live is 3 times more popular than Pancakeswap's. Like this is insane. And
it's
when you look
explosive in the US, dude. I mean, this as far as just understanding, I don't know about the money or whatever, but like all I know is like I'm pretty much everyone I know now because of me knows about it. And it just seems like it's normalizing. Crypto's normalizing a little bit. People know this is what it's up. They just need to research, but they don't really know how. And like these search engine, this is crazy.
Oh, so another one that I found super fascinating is Uniswap and PulseX. So this is on YouTube over the last 12 months worldwide. And remember, YouTube's the second largest search engine in the world, right? So this is, you're like, okay, cool, this is interesting. But what's really interesting is over the last 90 days. Look at this. This is PulseX. This is PulseX. This is not even fucking available yet. And it's almost tied with Uniswap on YouTube search volume.
Do you have a background? You got a background in like email marketing or ads and things like that?
Finance.
Okay, because this is the kind of stuff I used to do when I was full-time marketing online.
So, but Sam, just like you, Randy, the type of guys I like to talk to, I'll pull that back up in 1 second, Sam. The type of guys I like to talk to, Sam has 10,000 pieces of content on the internet over the last decade. So I say 10K because we have no idea anymore how many there are, but we're going to say it's over under 10K. And about numerous subjects, any subject that he's dug into over his adult life, he has documented 100%. And he's and then he was my life coach 6 years ago. I called him or tried to DM him, and I was like asking him for help with shit. And now we're both on this fucking show, so pretty weird.
Crazy journey. Bradley Lincoln, thank you for that.
And by the way, Sam, I'm in Panama, man. I don't live by your U.S. rules.
I was in Panama a year or 2 years ago. It's beautiful. It was nice down there. You live down there full time?
Yeah, I've been here almost 11 years.
Do you stay there all year round, or do you?
Yeah, well, we're going on a trip here in a couple weeks to Europe, but yeah, most of the time I'm here. So I'm in Florida, and the Florida federal judge here in the United States, I don't know if this is shit you have to deal with, but just ruled that you don't have to wear a mask. So for the last 2 years, I was like, and I get free flights just because my girlfriend, like, there's stuff there, right? But I won't travel. I was like, I'm not going to fucking wear a diaper on my face. Like,
it doesn't do anything. You're wearing
Yeah,
like
Randy's,
I just
Randy's
not
in
gonna do
that
that.
house for sure.
Yeah,
He's in that club. So am I. I never wore a mask. I don't care what anyone says. I told everyone to fuck off the whole entire time.
I got told last night, we went to Hooters. I got told last night that I had to wear a mask as I was entering. And I just started going off on the guy. I speak almost not fluent, but really good Spanish. And I was going off on him, man. I was like, I said, why aren't you fighting for the people? I said, you're telling me to wear a mask. I said, all Americans come to this restaurant. No one gives a shit. And second, I put the mask on. Second, I walked in the door, took it off. My wife, she just covered her face like this, acting like she had her mask on, didn't have hers on. And it's just a freaking joke.
I have this one. It looks like lingerie. And it's just completely see-through. It's like a screen on the window. It's 100% see-through. Like you're easy to see your mouth. And I've worn that a couple of times when people tell you.
See the one my wife has. Have you ever heard of Anarchapulco?
No.
That's we used to work with Jeff Berwick, and he had an event every year in Acapulco, Mexico, called Anarchapulco. And last year, actually, it was 2 Anarchapulcos ago, they were giving away these masks that are made of beads. From the outside, they look solid, but if you turn it around and look at it, you can see right through it. So my wife's been using this bead mask for the whole pandemic. It's bejeweled, right? It's bejeweled, so it wouldn't look good on me, but her.
Randy, might look really good on you.
The girls had so many cute friggin' masks. They were buying masks. I was like, oh my god, you girls are so stupid. And they didn't even care about the COVID. They just wanted to look cute in their friggin' dresses. Like they just because they had to wear them anyway. Most girls are submissive about that in general. They'll just kind of go with the flow, and because they don't want to cause. But I'm just like, hell no. Like I want everywhere I go, I want someone to say something about it to me.
I move
everywhere I go. I'm like waiting. I'm on my toes. I'm like, one fucking dork, say one thing to me, please, one of you guys, so I can get my testosterone out of my chest.
I moved from South Carolina to Florida in 2020, just over a year ago, right? So whatever that comes out to be. And when I got down here, I joined the gym. It's 2 minutes from my house because clearly it's something that I enjoy to do. And I go in there not wearing a mask. I was like, oh, this is super nice, because at the gym in South Carolina, they'd always try to give me a hard time about it, right? So in the gym, they don't say anything. In 3 days, I'm there, and after I've joined, probably the easiest membership this dude's ever sold, right? And then on like the 4th day, the kid at the front desk is like, you need to wear a mask. And I was like, okay, I'm not wearing one. And I just went in and do my workout. Then the next day, I don't see him. Then the next day, he's like, hey, you need to wear a mask, man. I was like, hey, man, I'm not going to wear a mask. If that's your policy, then I will cancel my membership right now as soon as I'm done wearing my membership or working out or whatever. So as soon he was like, well, you need to try to give me all this bullshit. You got to wear it when you get in the door. I was like, well, just think. This is your company creating stupid fucking policies that are losing memberships. And I will literally tell everybody I know this story, and I'm sharing it on the internet to be like, don't make these stupid policies because I'll never do business with you again. Like
exactly.
As soon as
Guys, really quick. There's a tweet. Gerardo just tweeted, who should I live stream with? Go in there and spam the absolute piss out of him and make sure that he regrets ever not DMing me about live streaming and putting that out to the public.
Put the link.
Guys,
put the
go to
link
your
in the
Twitter
live
right now and say GRC.
Put the link in the live, dude.
Biceps for GRC. Just do some bicep shit and some shit like that. Throw some biceps in there and tell Gerardo, because I do want to stream with Gerardo. He's a busy man, so he's hard to get a hold of.
So here in Panama, they were doing that stupid green pass thing. We had to show that you were you got the juice. And one of the restaurants right across the street from my house, they're famous, Spanish owned, and they put up this sign saying, okay, you need to show your QR code. And not everybody was doing it. Not every restaurant was complying with this. But I went by one day, and the owner was outside because I've been eating in that restaurant for 10 years. I know the owner. And I said, I looked at him, I pointed at the sign, and I did, Heil, the other words. Yo, he was so embarrassed that he told the barber, because the barber's a good friend of mine that's across the street. He told the barber, he's like, oh, I'm really upset. We lost Randy and Anna as clients because of all this stupid business, and we had to put the sign up. Said, yeah, goddamn, because you didn't fight for us.
Correct.
If you're not going to fight for me, I'm not going to be your client anymore. And they're probably the most expensive restaurant in this neighborhood. And I said, sorry, not coming back anymore.
Great job, Randy. Way to be a freedom fighter on the internet and on the feet. That's what it's all about.
I'm notorious, dude. You ain't seen nothing. See, on the internet, I can get kicked off.
Yeah,
they can't kick me off in real life, dude. I'm an asshole.
I can only imagine Randy after a
this is why we need to help. This is why we need to continue to increase everybody's financial literacy. We need more strong men and women, and we need more leaders who are willing to fucking stand up for what is the right thing across the world. Like, yes, we need it here in the U.S., but we need it in every single country to stand up to this idiocy, right? Like across the board, not just in terms of like related to the stuff that's happened over the last 2 years, but there's plenty of other dumb shit that happens in government that we need good, strong leaders, right?
Yeah,
like
you
men
have to be
and
able to
women.
look everyone in your community in the face, every one of them, every single one of them. Even if it was at the gym, if it was anywhere, and I'd say, you're fucking wrong. You're wrong. You are wrong.
You can do it in a tactful way.
You are wrong. I'm not saying
I'm not good at tact, man. Almost 8 years in the military. I'm not good with tact.
It's just like I just can't handle it because. But what you do, Randy, is what you do. As I can tell, what you do, because I'm like growing a lot right now, and I can tell as an adult, you have to leave people that have any negative influence on you whatsoever. Oh, yeah. You can't even be around them for a second. Because it's just like there's not enough emotional energy in this world to deal with the work that needs to be done to have a successful business and emotionally draining vampire people in your life. It's not possible. And if it's not because they're bad people, it's just like they're just wired. They're not thinking straight. They don't have their shit.
I know. You know the one. I got a perfect example for this. My stepmom. God, she's up in New York still. She made a comment to me because I was married to an Ethiopian girl. Back in the early 2000s, and we broke up, split, that kind of thing. And then I started dating another Ethiopian girl, and she's at dinner with my dad and stuff. She's like, Randy, why can't you just marry a cute white girl? And I said to her, I said, how boomer, I'm thinking to myself, how boomer is this comment, right? I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? And then I ended up marrying a Panamanian. My wife, her father's from India. And, her mom's from Costa Rica, but they're Panamanians. And I'm thinking, I don't even want to take her home because I don't want to have to deal with the negative bullshit that Jim Rod's saying. I have not seen my real dad in over 10 years because I don't want to see my stepmom.
Yes. Because when you call people out, like I definitely have opportunity to be better with the tact thing, but I've been working at being more tactful, and it also depends on the person's POV, so you got to like understand that. So I take this into consideration, but there's definitely opportunity for me to still be better at tact when I call these people out. But like when you call out friends, like which I've done many times, it's not always a great conversation. I think it's a great conversation because I can't deal with your bullshit anymore. I just can't deal with it. Like I either just don't want to be around you or talk to you, or like you got to deal with this. Like, because I'm not, you know what I mean? I did this with a friend that I was living with. And I was like, dude, I got to fucking move out of your place. Like, this was years ago. I was like, you're just so fucking negative all the time, man. Like, I love you as a dude, but like, I can't be around this negative shit. All you do is just complain and make excuses. And like, perpetually every single day, you can't be around that stuff or any stupidity, comments around other stuff. Like, call it out when you see it, guys. Makes the world a better place.
Sam, I was a psych nurse. I worked in inpatient health. I worked in forensics. So I worked with the murderers, the rapists, those kind of people. I did that job on and off for 5 years. And the reason why I was on and off, because I could only handle it for about a year at a time. And it's just being around the negativity all day long. You hear excuse after excuse after excuse, and people wanting to hurt you and getting into freaking fights on the floor. People coming up and hitting you for no reason. It's a wild job, right? People think it's hard work in a prison. Inpatient health is more difficult because the patients aren't locked up. Everyone's just free roaming, doing whatever the hell they want to do, right? You got guys running down the floor, their sheets like they're Superman. And, you got guys going, knocking out the exit signs because they're 7 foot and they're pissed because they got a small penis. I don't know. There's just a lot of bad things out there. And it's being around that negativity is the same thing whether you're living with somebody, because as a nurse, it's normal to work a 16-hour shift. And I would do 70-something hours a week. And my mom would say to me, oh, you're starting to act like the patients. You're starting to get negative and things like that. So I said, okay, time for me to quit. Let me go do a sales job for a little while because I can't do this. can't keep it up. And people are like, oh, Randy, the nursing paid you a lot of money. Yeah, but also your own mental health is important too.
So important. That's a good point to bring it up, because more people, they have their friends that are toxic. And it's not that they're bad people. It's just the behaviors that they exhibit and like the things that they focus on, like negativity, like excuses, like complaining, right? That's their friends, it's their parents, it's their relatives, it's like their partner or whatever. Maybe it's time to start taking some responsibility, because what you mentioned about your own mental health is the only thing.
It's the only thing.
Right? Because that's the blueprint which you see reality in. So if your blueprint is fucked up in some way, then your reality is fucked up in some way, because you're using the blueprint to see the world. And it's crazy how many people don't focus on that, put effort into like modifying their blueprint, continuing to like update their blueprint to like make a world a better place and how they see it, kind of thing. It's absolutely insane. Randy, I have to run. I wish I had more time on here to chat with you about crypto related stuff and learn from your experience. But thank you for coming on. Thank you for the comments over on Twitter. You guys should jump over to Twitter too. Randy's very active on there as well. GRC, thank you. We'll be talking later tonight. If you guys want to catch the show, I think it's on at 6 p.m. EST. You can check it out. We'll be live streaming on both channels. If you want to check out my channel related to the analysis type stuff that I enjoy doing, or other stuff that's related to that, you can check out the link I just posted in the comments, or follow over on Twitter. Appreciate you guys. Talk to you soon. Thank you. Peace out.
Have a good one, Sam.
He was are we gonna still go for a little bit? Yeah. He was talking about on Twitter, we were talking about the blood pressure and
great.
And getting that under control and those kind of things, because
amazing.
I am overweight. I've been overweight for probably 4 or 5 years now, since my wife got pregnant. I gained a lot of weight and I haven't really lost it. For those of you guys who don't know, if you ever become a father, there's something that happens when your wife gets pregnant and you gain the weight too. And I've had trouble getting rid of it. And one of the problems for me is I've always struggled with blood pressure, and then it affected my kidneys. If you guys knew me a little over a year ago, I had like 3 kidney stones in a short amount of time. And my issues are mainly to do with my blood pressure. So I've been doing everything I can to get under control. And Sam's been talking about it on Twitter. I just thought it was a really interesting subject, because it affects me and something I deal with on a daily basis. So pay attention to your blood pressure, man. I mean, I know your guys, men don't like to pay attention to their physical wellness. You have to. If you want to stick around, be there for your family. It's really important.
People are super nervous about getting their blood markers checked, and super nervous. It's like there's actually an illness name for it. It's like a Western thing. It's like people that are avoid it for so long that they kind of know that their body's not doing well. Therefore, they intuitively will not go to the doctors, because they're like scared to make an effort or like make a change because it's so sticky. But you have to be really open-minded when it comes to your blood pressure, and you have to have your family history like documented very accurately.
Yeah, my whole family has blood pressure, but high blood pressure, but they all live to their 90s. So it's almost, I know it's not as bad for me, but the problem is the kidneys. When it started affecting my kidneys, that's when I had to do something. My blood pressure meds that I've been taking for years didn't work anymore. I started taking them when I was a nurse, because obviously working as a psych nurse is a very high stress job. So your blood pressure is always going to be high. But thank God I don't do that anymore. I have no reason to have high blood pressure anymore, except that I'm fat, man. I got my turkey jowl.
Same here, dude. I have no reason I have kind of high blood pressure too, believe it or not. And
that's because you're a stress monkey.
Exactly. And but now that I'm not working full time on the feet anymore, I sleep for 9 hours a day. I work for 10 hours a day roughly, but I sleep for like a long time, and everyone that knows me and is a part of my schedule knows that I've prioritized my sleep.
Sleep is probably the number one most important thing as far as overall health. Even more so than I'm not gonna say diet. Diet, there's something. Being stupid is not.
It's like calorie restriction's important too, more so than diet, in my opinion. Like I
fast every day, and it's been working great for me for over a year.
Right, it's just like calorie deprivation long term is really what keeps your organs functioning properly, because every time you eat food, guys, your organs just imagine it counts another ticker. Cell degradation, one more ticker. But if you don't use your organs as much, I use my organs much less than the average person. I don't eat very much. I'm very static. I don't move very much unless I'm at the gym. right? If I'm at the gym, I lift weights, I go back to my house, I sit right here like a monk because I want my body to, yes, get the benefits of the gym, but also have the benefits of a static life where
Right.
I'm very much like energy
Chill.
conservation, drinking water 24/7, like, you know, not eating very much food, which Sam doesn't like. And it's so efficient. It's just, I'm so efficient when I'm not eating a lot. It's ridiculous. My brain
It's
is
proven. It's part of fasting is that
Dude,
there's
my
something, there's a
brain functions
chemical in your
10x
brain that,
better when I don't eat, dude. Like if I eat in the morning, like sayonara to like the morning to me, literally. Like it's that, but it's also because I've done this for so long and I've dieted for so long. Most people, if they ate the same amount of food as me, they would die within 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
But it's also important what you break your fast with. So some
Exactly.
people will eat pancakes. Well, dude, that's 100% glucose, you know, and
Oh, you're gonna freaking go
like
right
this
to
morning
bed.
I had liver and onions for breakfast.
Yummy.
That's how you you break your fast. Something high energy that's really good for you and it's
Good
full of
fats.
vitamins and minerals.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as we move forward, we're doing the Hexagon Fitness Challenge for everyone.
Yeah, I saw that.
And as we move forward with that, we will be doing. We're going to be vlogging our workouts and talking about like really red pill like health stuff, not mainstream at all. I'm going to be talking about like the stuff that people need to know that they're hidden from information wise, because as a bodybuilder, we know all that shit because we studied it for so long. We all study pharmacology because that's just part of being a bodybuilder if you're really into it. And because your blood work, your testosterone, you know, the whole deal. And
I'm going to give everybody one tip.
Mhm.
There's one thing that everyone should be taking that has been figured out in the last couple of years. That's vitamin K2 with D3. Nobody knows about it. It's still pretty secretive, and not secretive, but just the communities just don't really understand what it does yet. But vitamin K2 is what takes the calcium out of your blood system and puts it into your bones, into your teeth, and those kind of things. And it helps you lower your blood pressure. And it has D3 in it as well. You go to Vitamin Shop, they have a really good one that's got like 450 milligrams of D3 with 150 milligrams of K2. It's amazing. Amazing. It's worked way better than any blood pressure medication that I've ever taken. And it's super cheap, like $20 for a month's supply, or 2 months, 60 in a bottle, so 2 months supply. So there's no reason not to take it.
Once me and Sam are behind some sort of paywall down the line and we can give more like underground information, like when it's public, you can't really do too much when it comes to, you know, pharmacology and stuff, because there's a lot of liability there.
Yeah.
When it comes to people ingesting anything.
That's what I take.
Yeah. I don't talk to anyone about anything. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of stuff that me and Sam know that a lot of people are curious about and are going to do anyway. And risk prevention and health prevention and blood markers, lipid panel, everything. That's what you need to be worried about, your lipid panel. You need to understand you need to get a coronary artery calcium score if you're over 40. You have to.
Mine was 0. I just did mine a month ago. 0.
And the reason that you need to do that is because they can predict, due to the plaque in your body at your age, they can predict how fast your body is accumulating plaque. And then they can have a better understanding, because they could also tell you like, dude, you're going to fucking die in 6 years, probably, if you don't get on a statin or change your diet 100%.
But that's why I told you guys about K2 and D3. K2 takes that plaque out of your bloodstream.
Oh shit. Yeah. We want to talk about that more on the Sunday stream. If you ever want to come on, Sunday's our fitness stream. Yeah. So we talk about just like pharmacology, new studies.
Have you watched it? Do you know who Dr. David Berg is, or Eric Berg? Eric Berg. He's on YouTube.
Let me see. I've probably seen it.
He's great, man. He's the one that got me on it, and I love it. Thank God, man. I had to find something because those typical pharmaceuticals weren't working for me.
I'm live. Hey, Abit's live in 30 minutes. Please drop by after your stream, guys. Make sure you're showing Abit some love. He's doing a stream in 30 minutes on his channel. Give him some love. I'm also coming on later, 6 p.m. Eastern, with Kareem the Dream, and we're going to be talking about V2 Staker app.
Well, I haven't heard from Kareem in a long time. I haven't seen his face.
I tracked him down. I got him in 6 p.m. He's coming on live with me and Sam. We're talking V2 Staker app, and it's going to be some really good shit. They've been behind the scenes working a lot, obviously, And we're going to do a big one at 6 p.m. So, guys, make sure you're ready for that. Randy, got any final words? Anything you want to say?
Just I've been really working hard on TikTok lately. So, and I know you have as well, Jim Rat. So come support us on TikTok. It's the same thing, Randy Hilarski and Jim Rat Crypto. I think that's like the frontier where we're going to get the most eyeballs for Hex and Pulse Chain.
I'm dropping your link right here.
Thank you, bro.
I got the link.
Especially since I'm going on a trip in a
I'm
couple
just trying
weeks.
to kind of set up a base. I'm still really new to this, so like I'm just trying to set up a base for when if an explosion is occur. Like I already have a TikTok that has views and like it's not my priority at this moment, but I have it all checked out. You know what I mean? So because I know sometime I'm going to double down on that effort. Like I'm going to take
Post minimum 1 time per day, guys. Minimum.
Yeah, I think.
Or else the algorithm will forget about you.
That's good. That's great advice. Randy, do you watch Dr. Jason Fung?
I recognize the name. I'm sure I have. I just off the top of my head, I can't.
HexyCat's on there too. Hold on one sec. I know HexyCat.
Yeah, me too. I'm averaging 500 views a video now, or close to it.
Yeah, let's see how much my last one has on it. 3,000. Yeah, I'm averaging around 1,000 or so, probably. Right around the 1,000, 1,500 mark for most of them, but like it's either like 5,000 or like 500 on mine.
And it doesn't have to be just about crypto. Post other stuff too, so you can bring in new people.
Fitness shit, RH funny shit, memes, all sorts of shit. It's all fun and games. My highest one's 54K likes. It was like a 6-second clip of Richard doing some bullshit. Literally, and I was just like Richard Hart's the GOAT on the top, and then that's it.
Maybe I'll start clipping his stuff too and make it
so Randy. I'm telling you that's a hack, dude. Like that's a Twitter hack. I mean, that's a TikTok hack. Every third video, just do a Richard. Doesn't matter if it's from a decade ago or yesterday.
That's funny.
But as long as because he says so many powerful lines.
Yes,
he's very powerful when he speaks. So like you could literally watch like a couple minutes of him and get a clip no matter what. Because everything he says is very intentional. Like he just, you know what I mean? It's not like he's never wiggling around the bush.
Yeah.
Like
very direct.
Do. But anyway, guys, freedom fighters here checking out those diapers on your face. Take them off. Crypto in the morning, guys. We are about freedom, truth, transparency, and no fluff here. We understand business is business, but we like people that are honest and transparent. That's the key. Because it's hard to trust people in 2022 and you got to keep your friends close. You know all that shit. Guys, have a great day. I'm going to see you at 6 p.m. Eastern. That's Crypto in the Evening. First episode. Let's go.
Cheers, guys.